Morning, lovelies. It's time to talk about some more dark Disney theories. So, without any further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, hit the like button, subscribe if you feel like it. You're not obligated to, but it does help the channel, and turn on the notification bell for whenever I post a video. And let's just jump right on into it. Roll the intro. Our first theory of the day is that the fly in the Emperor's New Groove was actually a human theory. In the Emperor's New Groove, it's established pretty early on that the only animals that can speak English are, people that have been turned into animals by Yzma's potions and her magic and stuff, right? And it's kind of proven with the squirrel, the squirrel that Kronk likes to talk to. It only communicates in squirrel language, where Kuzco can speak perfect English, right? Well, the theory is the part where, where Kuzco first gets turned into a llama and he wakes up in the forest and he starts running around being really scared and everything. You see a fly land on a spider's web. And the fly starts screaming, "Help me! Help me! Help me!" And then it gets eaten by a spider. Which, according to the laws of this movie that have already been basically established, basically means that was a human at one point. Yeah, that's dark. Basically, the whole theory is Yzma was kind of like Ursula in the beginning with her potions, where if people came to her, she would, give them the potions that they wanted, but they always ended up being animal potions, not like potions for wealth and whatever else like Yzma, like Ursula does. She was basically just giving these people animal potions. So she makes a deal with someone that's in the dungeons of the palace that's a convicted murderer, and she's like, "Hey, I can get you out of here. And you can go kill all the people you want." So, of course, she makes the deal with this guy, and he takes it. So he becomes the spider, and he's supposed to kill anyone that Yzma has made a deal with in the past. And he's given the potions that he needs to go and do these nefarious deeds for Yzma. So that way there's no evidence proving that Yzma has magic or potions or anything at all. Basically, Yzma's hitman. That's not Kronk. And it also explains the reason why she had Kronk go take care of Kuzco and not this guy, because this guy was hunting down this spider. Was hunting down the guy that was the fly. So the theory goes that Yzma hired this hitman, she gives him all the potions he needs, and he stays free and he's able to go basically kill whoever he is tasked to go kill. So he was tasked to kill the fly, and then the stuff with Kuzco happened, and she couldn't have a way to have contact with this guy while he was hunting the fly down. So that's a dark theory. What do you guys think about this theory? I think it's kind of believable. It sounds like Yzma, but it's weird to me. Our next theory is a little bit lighter. This one is the Anna, Elsa, and Rapunzel are all connected theory. It was asked of the director where the King and Queen of Arendelle were going in the beginning of the movie that they needed to go sail to, which caused their death. Well, it was basically confirmed that they were on their way to a wedding. And it's known in Frozen, we see during the big Coronation Day song, where Anna is singing, when she opens up the door and she actually starts walking outside, you see Rapunzel and Flynn going into the castle to the coronation. Well, it's thought that this was Rapunzel and Flynn's wedding that they were going to, that the king and queen were going to in the first place, and that's why Rapunzel shows up to the coronation, is because their kingdoms were like trade partners or something, or they were related. Because that's not unheard of with real monarchies and kingdoms, is that they're somehow connected and intermarried. Which, that's a whole bigger theory about the Disney universe. So, that's a whole bigger theory. So what do you think about this theory? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the third and final theory. Our last theory is, I'm going to say, really crazy. It's really weird. I just heard this one a while ago. I was scrolling through Reddit, and I found this theory. Reddit. I swear I get most of my theories from Reddit, or just random YouTube videos. But this one is the Chernabog is responsible for all the magic, evil magic that the Disney villains have, therefore interconnecting all the movies. If you don't know who Chernabog is, he's from Fantasia. I have his pop figure. That's what he looks like. That's Chernabog. And Walt Disney himself, because this movie came out in 1940 when Disney was still alive, he said that Chernabog is a demon, and he's basically the source of all evil. He's just nothing but pure evil. So the theory goes that his influence can span through all the different Disney movies, and he influences all of the Disney villains to commit their dark deeds. That he preys on them when they're at their weakest point. Like, there's a theory that Dr. Facilier is actually Tiana's dad. And we always hear about when Dr. Facilier is talking, he's talking about his friends on the other side. So it's said that his friends on the other side are minor demons that when Tiana's dad died in war, his soul, I guess, was like drifting around or something, and that he eventually came under the influence of Chernabog and his minor demons, which we see in Princess and the Frog, as those crazy looking masks and stuff and the shadow people. Well, he makes a deal with Chernabog that he can come back, but he won't be identifiable to his daughter Tiana. And so he is given the power to change their fates. He's given the power to give Tiana the life that he believes that she and her mother deserve, which is why he has all that voodoo magic, and it's why he has knowledge of Tiana, even though previously we never see the two meet in the film, and how he knows knowledge of her childhood dream to own her own restaurant, specifically what building. The fact that he just really seems to know about a lot about Tiana, even though she's never come across him. Even though she knows about him because it's been talked about, throughout New Orleans. That you've been messing with the Shadow Man. Like, everyone knows you don't fuck with the Shadow Man. So, that's kind of the theory, is that Chernabog influences all the different Disney villains to do their dark deeds. That he's kind of like what Ursula herself has taken a lot of inspiration from Chernabog, or she works with him closely, and that's the kind of deals that she makes with, like, she makes deals like he does. He preys on people when they're at their weakest, and he turns them into these evil, dark things. Like how the evil queen in Snow White was once beautiful and kind, and then Snow White's father dies. And of course, if this was your new husband and you're stuck with his daughter and his kingdom, it's quite stressful. And she made a deal with the magic mirror. He comes to her in the magic mirror, and he makes a deal with her that she will never be taken off the throne, because this was actually a really real problem for people in the Middle Ages and stuff, is when a king would die and his wife was still there, they would take care of the queen. They would totally dethrone her, take her off the throne, take, all the power away from her. And so her being afraid of her being taken away from power, her being afraid of, her and Snow being separated, she makes this deal with Chernabog, or one of his demons, that appears to her within the magic mirror, and it basically says, well, if you give us your stepdaughter, we'll make sure that you're never taken off the throne. You'll be considered the prettiest of all, and no one will want to take you off your throne. So, I kind of see this theory working. Oh, in a little ways, I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. Like, Jafar's scepter, like, when it gets smashed, like, that's basically all the power Jafar had was in that staff, which could have been given to him by Chernobog, you know? Or one of his minor demons. I think it's actually kind of a cool theory. So what do you guys think about this? And all the other theories I've mentioned today? Let's talk about it in the comments. Hit the like if you like the video. Remember to subscribe if you feel like it. Turn on the notification bell for whenever I post a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.